Oh hey, you doing all right? Yeah, no, a fellow overwhelmed person when too many things. I totally feel you. And just think it's happening in my house, and I needed to get out of there. Well, I did like most of the cooking, but Angie, she has a way of doing things, and I don't really want to get in the way of that, so I decided to take a step out. Plus, I spent like the past day cooking stuff, making sure everything was right, yada yada yada, getting all the ingredients. That don't even get me started on the grocery haul. The haul? The grocery haul was crazy. I've never spent that much on groceries in my entire life. But yeah, so I just need a little bit of fresh air, you know what I mean? I've kind of been cooped up a little bit, and I don't know. People are starting to filter in a little bit more, and I feel bad about not greeting them, but I just, you know, it's not too many people yet. So I think we're solid. Then that's actually really ideal. Ideal. I saw someone else's car in the driveway. I don't know everyone to know their car well enough, but that's awesome because Angie is totally into Jeremy. So we'll see if anything comes from that. And I did tell him to come a little bit early to help decorate and set up, but I just didn't know how early he was going to be. I simply cannot believe that this is my backyard, though. I know, like, I come out here and it's just like a beautiful giant body of water just right at my disposal that I can just look at. Every morning, I make sure to come out here and watch the sunrise with some sort of drink. It doesn't even have to be a warm drink. Some days it's like lemonade. Usually it's hot cocoa. But that's because I have a problem with hot cocoa and it's like all I want all the time, you know? Seriously, even in the summer. And then people are weird with me about their like hot chocolate in the summer. I'm like, you drink coffee every single day. Let me have my hot chocolate, please. Uh Thanks for coming early and, helping set the table and stuff like that and taste testing some of the dishes. I really, 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 really wanted to see if those twice baked potatoes were good. And you confirmed that for me. So you have no idea how much I appreciate that. It's my first time making those for any gathering whatsoever. I've done a couple of Friendsgivings back in my old hometown, so not my old hometown, just my old town. That is my hometown. That is no longer my hometown. Yeah, you get it. Are you kidding me? Of course. This was like the easiest decision ever. Genuinely, it was. It was so easy for me to say, yeah, gotta have it at my place. Why? Because do you know how lucky I am? No, no. Yes, I'm aware, not the history of luck, but I count my blessings, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, every single day because I've been here for 10 months. I came here in February for a job that I didn't even know was going to be permanent or not. I just kind of came out here on a whim. And sure, it was more than likely going to be permanent, but you can never be 100% sure about that. So also, left my whole entire family and everything I know behind, all of my friends in my hometown, which nobody ever leaves, but I wanted more for myself, so I leave, and then literally a month into being here, of course, still warming up to things, kind of just focusing on work. Go to this bookstore, and this really, really, really smiley girl approaches me, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I haven't seen you around here before. I'm like, what do you mean haven't seen you around here before? In my head, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm new. And you're like, yeah. So what you doing? I'm like, I'm just, like trying to buy a book, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. How old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm 23. Why are you asking that? And you're like, oh, all right. You want to come hang out at the bar with us later on? I'm like, what? Yeah. You seem like you have a good spirit about you, which to this day have no idea how you even managed to assess that and, in my biased opinion, properly assess that. So yeah, I was just kind of shocked. But something inside me told me to do it because I didn't have any friends. I'm working with a bunch of people who do remote work, so I don't really have like the connections there. Sure, I had to move here for work because it's hybrid, but it's mostly remote, just kind of like weekly check-ins, and that's not enough to build a rapport. That's not enough to build a rapport with a coworker properly to be like a friend. So I went, you gave me the address, and I came to O'Malley's, and we never looked back. And it has literally been 10 months of being friends with you guys. 9, technically. And I'm just... I don't think anybody in the entire world has been more blessed than I have. I have an amazing group of friends. They decided that I was good enough to stick around at the job, so that's great. But more importantly, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so you gotta stick with me, okay? Okay. I have you. And don't get me wrong, Angie's great, Jeremy's great, Tyler's great, Kayla's great. Even Vienna is great in her own way. All of the people we hang out with are very wonderful people in their own way. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have any of those connections. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have half of the memories that I've had in this first year of being here. I wouldn't have those if it weren't for you. And that means the world to me. And not only did you bring me into your world with an open hand and an open heart, but you're an awesome person. No, don't blush and go shy on me now. I need the girl who knows it. I need the girl who went up to a stranger in a bookstore and was like, "Hey, you seem chill. Want to go to the bar with us?" You changed my life in multiple ways. Because yeah, sure, you've brought me into this wonderful world, and I have all of these wonderful people in my life thanks to you. But you are the person for me. In the way that I miss my family so much. They mean a lot to me. And I sometimes miss my friends as well, but when I am with you, spending time with you, whether we're singing out down at the karaoke bar, or we're, taking a walk around the park, or we're volunteering at the shelter and petting all the dogs and the cats, whether we're doing any of those things, you make it feel like I'm not missing anything. Your presence makes me feel like I'm at home. More so than actually being at home did. Because like I said, I wanted out. It felt claustrophobic. But so that feeling I know is the feeling of feeling at home. That maybe I haven't even properly experienced yet. That's what you give to me. And it's not one of those things where, when we're doing nostalgic activities, or we're doing things that, remind me of... No. You will come in a room and I'll be like, oh, I'm comfortable now. And like, I'm good. I could just like float off into like a dreamy state and take a deep breath and just be here with you, you know? And that's an amazing feeling for someone who feels so out of place constantly. So you've like provided me with the ultimate reprieve in multiple different ways. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to thank you enough for that, but I do know that I will be working for the rest of my life to attempt to do that for you, to provide, to show you how grateful I am, to show you how thankful I am for you. Hence why I'm doing this today, because it is Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving. We hate Thanksgiving. We love Friendsgiving. We do not like the things behind Thanksgiving, obviously. And I'm just really thankful for having you in my life. And so this leads to the second part. And at first I had to really sit down with myself. I was like, is this just an infatuation based on all of the things that you have given to me? All of the opportunities, all of the friends, all of the comfort that you have given to me. And it's not. I kind of considered doing this in the summer, but the whole Zach thing was still fresh, so I didn't want to press that. So I gave you your time, and I've witnessed you heal from that, and I've been honored to help you heal from that as a friend with strictly friendship intentions. But now I would like to put myself out there and let you know that I like you a lot. Like a lot. Like I said, you feel like my home. You just feel like home to me. And God, please, I really hope I don't sound corny saying this. If I do, I'll be very... Okay. And see, just that though. Just like that, you're providing me the reassurance immediately off the bat. I'm confessing my feelings to you. You're still taking my feelings into consideration. People don't do things like that. I don't know people who do things like that. You are a one-of-a-kind human being, and it would be an honor to me if you would possibly consider being my partner. Yeah, straight to partner. Absolutely straight to partner. I did consider asking you out on a date, but I don't know. I feel like that adds needless steps. You basically adopted me that day at the bookstore, and we've just been spending so much time with each other, becoming closer as people, as friends, as whatever this may be, if you are open to it. I felt like going on dates would just complicate things, because then we'd have to find out a transitional period from going from dates to being partners, and I just felt like this was right. If you think it's not right and you feel like we do need dates, please let me know, because I would much rather have you in my life romantically dating than not at all romantically. Now, ma'am, I said partners, as in boyfriend and girlfriend, as in that. But if you say your name with my last name like that, you may drive me to make a very brash decision that I both think we're not ready for yet. But so don't be testing your name out like that with my last one. Although I will say it does sound really good. Yeah, it does. It does. So Just because I haven't gotten a verbal confirmation on it yet. Is that a yes, or... Okay. All right. It's a yes. I am not. No, you can't prove it. There are no mirrors out here. Do not look at the sliding glass door. There are no mirrors out here. You can't prove that I'm blushing. Okay, maybe I am. I knew that I wanted to do this today, and I've kind of gone over what I wanted to say for the past couple of weeks, how I wanted to do it, how I wanted to present it to you, how to make you the most comfortable. And in all of the times I ran this situation over my head, it's never gone this good. So okay, I'm not gonna look at myself blushing. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it does look like they are kind of busy with like a pot in there. I think it might be like the green beans, but they're definitely not like looking at, why do we do that? I respect you, and I respect your relationship, and I respect your time to process. We should have been doing this in like April. Because I can't believe I missed out on like 7 months of those lips like that. Wow. You are something else. Completely. Now, I hate to tell you, but you're the one who's actually blushing right now. Yep. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hey, why don't you take a look in the sliding glass doors, huh? Oh, you don't want to now for some reason. Interesting. Well, you know, there is a good way to shut me up, and you kind of already went through with it, so we might as well. Truly, I don't know if I've ever been more content in my life. And that's saying something, considering I found out that I was going to be brought on full time and being able to live here. And that was a pretty content feeling, but this trumps it all. And I hope that every Thanksgiving after this, for the rest of our lives, I will be able to show you how thankful I am for you and who you are to me in my life. Oh, you know me. Absolutely, rest of our lives. If I'm not a committing man, I don't know what I am. Somebody took over my body. Yeah, we should probably go back inside. I do agree with you. It'd be nice for the two of them to have some help. On the other hand, they could be flirting in there and having a love story just like ours, so we could just, keep being out here and, Yeah, I like the idea of staying out here and doing the... no, okay. That's not a fire, is it? No, that's not a fire, but that is smoke. We gotta get in there. Yep. Okay. Well, resume this when we, at the end of the... Okay, yep, cool. Okay, let's go.